Hey,
Hi.
how's it going?
Great. How are you?
It's great to see you, Aubrey.
I know.
I missed you.
I know. I missed you too. It's been so long.
It feels like it's been a really long time. Where do we start with this one? You know what? We're just going to get right into it.
Okay.
Okay. I always start off by asking, who are you?
Wow. We can go two ways with this. One is probably the safer one. It's like 5 words: creation, authenticity, magnetism, courage, play. And then the other one I thought of really quickly was I was in gymnastics when I was a kid, and my dad video recorded my upbringing, and he has it on tape. It was like my first meet, and I was doing the floor routine, and my teacher was there to help me do like a back bend, and I like ran to the other side of the floor, and I got there to do the back bend, and I picked the wedgie out of my butt, and I did the back bend. So I'm just an in-the-moment kid, I guess.
Okay. So, who are you? I'm wedgie girl.
I'm a wedgie picker.
I'm pick the wedgie into a back bend.
Hey, we have to be comfortable, right?
1,000%.
No shame.
I'll tell you what, I'm quick to pull a wedgie. If I'm in public, I'll like put my hands in my pocket and I'll like try to make it discreet.
Oh, so that's what the guys are doing?
But yeah, we're
Got
picking
it.
wedgies.
Now we know, ladies. We
Absolutely. Know. Okay. I like all of that. That's so good. What's been going on? So you just got back.
Yeah.
How was that?
Being back or being there?
Both.
2 different experiences. Well, I was in Portugal for over a month, and it was incredible. I was there originally for a yoga teacher training, so I'm a yoga teacher now.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was the original intent of my trip, and then I was thinking about it. I'm like, I think I should stay for a while and just like explore. I love to travel, and it was the best choice that I made. I met incredible people, saw beautiful places, had the most delicious food, and I'm just a person of experiences. Like, I love an experience.
Yeah.
I will say yes to almost anything to live the experience of it. And Portugal is just such a beautiful country. So I highly recommend to visit if you haven't. And so that's like high level. Being back, it's been a mixture of things.
Okay.
I'm definitely grieving for sure. It's so different here. And like I had just such a high transformational experience there that coming back into the realities of things here, especially with like the weight of the world and everything that's going on, like outside of my own personal life, it's just a lot to be with. So it's been interesting, and it's like the traditional New Year, so you get that attached to it too. But like one thing I did learn in my training, aparigraha, it's non-attachment. So I've just been like really leaning into that and just not being super attached to anything, and really like being present with everything and learning more and more of how to just be with the experience as it is in that moment.
Yeah.
And enjoying it for what it is, even when it's not enjoyable, to like the height of like joy and happiness, because it's just not possible to be in that place all the time. And there's like a lot to learn from like the breakdowns of things too, and like the sadness of things and the grievance of things. So yeah, it's been interesting.
Would you say that your non-attachment spans across not just material things, but also like people?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that more so than material things. I don't think I've ever really been like a super material person.
Yeah.
Like obviously I want like my main things to like live and be comfortable.
Absolutely.
But I definitely, I think we meet people along the way that really serve a purpose. And it adds so much value to our lives to be with people. It's a huge, huge value of mine, is being with people.
In this fave of grieving, phase.
Fave. I was gonna go with it. You're like, yeah, it's my favorite right now. I love it.
In this phase of grieving, would you say that you sort of, for lack of better terms, sort of welcome it? I think, and the reason why I ask that is because I feel like you can't have one without the other, right? You can't have sad without happiness and vice versa. So would you say that, you sort of meet it, it's sort of met with resistance, or do you sort of welcome grieving?
Both. They're definitely not mutually exclusive, and I've learned that for sure along the way. But it depends on like what it is, and if it's something that's new to me, and if it's something that meant a lot to me, and then it's not there in my life anymore, that's a lot to be with. And so like, I think I'm learning more and more how to really be with it in deeper ways and to honor it in like reverence. So it's both. Like it doesn't negate heartache or heartbreak, which is tough to be with. Like that's like deep feeling,
Yeah.
And so I think it would be like a total miss if anyone was just be like, oh yeah, I'm just like, I welcome it and I'm good all dandy. Like, no, that's not real. No, it's hard to be with things that you miss or that you were with that are regular aspects of your life that you enjoyed, and then all of a sudden they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
It's a huge gap.
Are you a person that's sort of quick to fill that gap?
I don't think so. No. And I think living in LA has, wow, that's crazy. I've been feeling a little indifferent about LA for a while. I've been here for almost 8 years.
Yeah, it's a while.
It is a long time. And yeah, maybe it's this, like being here has definitely brought on a lot of isolation and loneliness for me. And I think that has taught me to be in the gaps longer. But I don't think I've never been like a serial dater, and like I think I'm okay to like be with the experience for what it is without quickly filling it with something else, especially if it's not something that's fulfilling.
Yeah.
If it's something that's fulfilling, sure.
Yeah.
But I'm really not, I don't think I'm one to like just quickly want to fill it just to fill it so I don't feel insecure with the experience kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you?
Quick to fill the gaps?
Yeah. Like what's your level, what's your frequency of being with?
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting because I think you and I are similar in that, like you said earlier, magnetism. And I think that, at least in my experience with you, you definitely have that type of energy that people are just like drawn to. I'm drawn to it. Like I'm, and if you don't have that type of energy, then I won't bother, So, so even when I just like texted you the other day, I was like, you genuinely were on my mind. And that doesn't happen with very many people for me. So I think the same applies to me. And my mom used to always say that people were just drawn to me ever since I was a kid. And so it's not that I like seek it out. I think that it is easier for me to like, for people to sort of want to be in my space and stuff like that. But I've been through enough experiences, especially over the last couple of years, where I now truly just value my alone time.
Yeah.
And just sort of sitting by myself or with my dog and just having nothing to do and no one to have to, be around. So I think before I definitely, not that I needed to like bounce around from person to person, but there are certain like comforts that come along with, finding your person or someone that you really resonate with. But now, no, I'm perfectly happy being alone.
Yeah. But do you think culturally we have pushed the envelope of independence and being alone too far?
Absolutely. Yeah. First of all, I'm supposed to be asking the questions.
I can ask them too. I'm curious too. What is this, 21 questions?
Yeah, I do. Do you?
Yeah. I see these kind of topics on social media a lot. And I think that like the digital platforms have brought up so many themes that have gone a little too far past being human, and especially being human with one another. And, you know, we're like coming out of, we're at like post-COVID times.
Yeah.
COVID definitely brought on so much isolation and so much grieving and just like reinvention. That was a lot, and it still is, like the aftermaths of it. And I'm definitely a people person, but that whole experience, I was learning afterwards, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have like levels of social anxiety now that I never experienced in my life before. And I think these themes are really important to have conversations around, like being independent and enjoying your own time and all of that. But like, we truly need one another.
Yeah.
Like, we are meant to be with each other on all different levels. And being hyper independent, I just don't think it's healthy. Yeah. I think it's healthy to like reset and have your time for
absolutely.
sure. But I do think we need each other in community.
1000%.
And I think we're all here to love. And like, that is part of community for me, you know, for everyone, I think.
Would you say that you've always been a lover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, like, I keep coming back to my dad's recordings. I'm so grateful for those because they're just so like joyful to see, like, oh wow, that was an interesting freaking kid. But he has this one tape of, it was my first birthday party, so I was really little. And I was out, we were having the party in our backyard, and I was out in the back steps, and I was crouched down in like a little Malasana yogi squat. And there was this little boy that was next to me, my age too, and I was just like like we were so, he was like right here, and I was just staring at him like, and then I just put my hand on his hand, and he immediately ran away. But I've always been interested in people. Like, I'm an observer for sure, and yeah, I love people. I love life. I love the experience of life. Like, we're sitting here and I'm just like hearing the birds, and like, it's a little chilly, but like, I love feeling the air in this way, you know? Like, I love that. There's so many ways we can love. It's not just romantic relationships. Like, I love food. I love travel. I love my family, of course, you know? It goes deep. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I feel like I can't ask questions.
You can ask questions. I might just cut it out. Who would you say you're becoming?
I'll let you know when I know. I'm always learning. I don't know fully, and I think that's the journey of becoming. It's like, you don't know. And if anyone sat here and like, maybe people have ideas, like I have ideas, but I don't know. So I'm not going to lie about that.
Sure.
I have no idea.
Sure.
And I'm like also learning to just be in that unknown. Super uncomfortable sometimes. Like, there's a lot of transitions that I'm going through, that we're all going through, and I just don't know the next steps, and that's scary. So I hope that I'm like always at the root of it, becoming a good person. Like a person who is present and who genuinely listens and cares for other people, and who's a leader, and someone who's responsible. And not like responsible in adult, I'm gonna do this thing I said. It's just like owning the things on my side of the street.
Yeah.
And being within integrity, that's a huge, huge thing that I'm just like coming back to a lot lately. And yeah, I think I'm like, I hope I'm becoming someone who can like really be with unknowns in deeper ways and like enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard to be in that space.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another great answer. I love that.
Yeah. Makes me emotional.
It's an emotional thing. It is.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Just like thinking about life.
Yeah.
deeply, just like, it's beautiful. At times where I didn't think it was beautiful, you know, I can like sit here and just be like, wow, life is like really beautiful.
Yeah. When you do reach those moments where, like you said, life doesn't really seem beautiful, how do you sort of pull yourself back? How do you get back to seeing it as a beautiful thing?
I don't know if you pull yourself back anywhere. You're just like down and out probably for a moment. I think it takes time, and sometimes it takes longer than others. Like 2 years ago, I was in super deep depression, and it was kind of like overnight. And it got scary. Like, it was very dark. Like, I was really considering what life would be like if I wasn't here, and I started to really think like, oh, this life isn't really worth me being here. And I think like if you have moments like that, it just takes time to come back.
I love you.
I love you too. It's okay. This is part of it, you know?
Yeah.
This is like in-betweens that are also still beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, we can cry and reflect on times that are really difficult, and still like the levels of gratitude I feel for the experiences I've had that were really difficult is like exuberant. And I think like the more we can honor these kind of experiences and make them normal, it just opens up doors for us and for other people to feel okay to accept these experiences that we have. Because when I was going through that, I was feeling like the deepest levels of shame. And I think that's what ultimately kept me in the place that I was in for so long. Because I felt so much judgment that I was having that experience. And because of the background, like professionally, that I have, that I shouldn't be in that place. And that I was less than because I was in that place. And it's just not true.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a human.
Yeah.
And I also deserve to have these experiences without these limits and these bumpers to put myself in a place where I'm not allowed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And we all have permission to be who we are in any moment of our life, no matter who you are or what age you are. Like, this is life. If you want to talk about a full spectrum of life, like, this is part of it.
1000%.
Yeah. Yeah.
In this journey of being who you are and then who you're becoming, how do you find your moments of peace?
Being in places like this, nature is a huge one for me.
Yeah.
This is where I meet with God, like my God. Everyone has their own version. We are nature, and being in nature is like an immediate bring back to just like be. I also meet like my own principles, like my yoga principles. I'm waking up at 5 or 6 o'clock every morning. I do an hour of meditation and chanting and pranayama, and then I do an hour of self-practice of asana, and it goes beyond that with like philosophy of yama and niyama, and just like how I'm with myself, how I'm with other people. Working out, like I've been an athlete my whole life. That's a huge, huge pillar for me. Got me out of my darkest days.
Yeah.
Like, moving your body is a non-negotiable. You want to talk about nervous system regulation? Like, you have to move your body. There's too much tension and energies pent up in our bodies and our muscles.
Yeah.
and our tissues that need to be released. And you can do it through so many different ways: walking, dancing, working out, like weightlifting or whatever feels good for you. So yeah, those are like the general ones.
When you're doing your meditation and I'm not even going to try to say the other stuff. I'm going to butcher
You
it.
can do it. No, you can do it. It's learning. Pranayama, asana.
Asana.
Yeah.
When you're doing those things, I feel like they require an immense amount of stillness. Would you say that you've always been comfortable with stillness?
No, and I don't know that it's not really stillness. I relate to it more as being with. Like, a lot of people have this idea of meditation, like the sigh at the beginning, that's like meditation. When you're washing your dishes, that's meditation. When you're walking, that's meditation. When you're listening to people, it's meditation.
Okay.
It's like a level of focus and a level of being with.
Okay.
And if you're in like the, like, you know, kind of meditation,
Sure.
you can move. Like,
okay.
It's not strict.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want to be like the whole time. It depends, I think. It's okay to move.
Okay.
I think that's like the thing that people need to know is like, you get permission.
Yeah.
If you have an itch or if something's not comfortable for you, do what you need to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's also a practice. Like, when I started meditating in this way was when I've been meditating for a while, but I think the meditations I usually were drawn to were guided, and I would lay down because it was more comfortable for me. And if that's comfortable for you, do that. You know, at least you're doing something. But when I went to my yoga training, we were taught to like do the seated meditation.
Okay.
In silence. And to sit in that way was really difficult for me. Like, I had levels of tension in my hips that made, like, my legs were falling asleep. And it's uncomfortable to sit like that. Like, we're not used to sitting on the floor. Like, I was sitting on the floor for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That is not like our typical way of sitting. So it takes time.
Like, with no backrest or anything. Like, you have to like.
You can. Like, people were sitting like against the wall.
Oh, okay.
Where I was sitting in the room, I didn't really have access to that necessarily.
Okay.
I could have gone and have access to it, but I wanted to like challenge my limits and my edges. So I was like showing up and practicing every day. And now, like, I set up a little area in my place, and I sit on the floor. And it feels really good now. Like, my legs don't fall asleep.
Nice.
I can sit there for an hour and just be comfortable. But like, you know, not every day is the same. Not every practice is the same. So I might show up, like 2 days ago. Actually, this happened. I was sitting there and I'm like, I cut my practice short. I was like, I can't sit here any longer. So I'm just going to go on. And I actually went and just danced in my living room. Like, I just felt like I felt too much tension. And when you show up to these practices, you really learn how your body is. Yeah. And you can hear it. Like, it really tells us what we need. So I think it's like really important to like learn who we are in that way, somatically, not just like in our brain. You know? That's not the fullness of who we are. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. You cold? I'm freezing. I'm freezing. Can you tell? Why did I pick this place? Like, yeah, I'll be outside in the morning. Yeah. Aubrey, let's do early. Let's do early outside. I want to feel the brisk wind, the brisk air. It's great. Now that you're a certified yoga instructor. Yeah. What do we have to look forward to? Are we going to be teaching classes? Is it going to be more one-on-ones? What are we looking at? I'm open to all of it. Okay. Actually, so I go to a regular yoga studio in my neighborhood. And yesterday I went to class there and I asked them if they were hiring. So I'm like currently looking. I would love to teach in studios. I think being with groups, like leading groups and being with people in larger numbers is definitely for me. And I think it's good practice. Like, do I want to teach in a studio forever?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, I would love to teach in groups, also one-to-one for sure. I think that's really valuable.
Great.
And I'm looking to host retreats at some point.
Love that.
Oh, yeah, I would love to host a deeply transformational retreat internationally, maybe all women. And we just have like an experience. All right, we can do both. We can do both, okay? Relax. Relax, okay? Pick your wedgies. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Yeah, I would love to host retreats and do... I hold an integrative practice, so it's not just yoga.
Okay.
It's somatic breath work. It's life coaching. Mm-hmm. So I want to host something that's like a full spectrum of like holistic well-being and transformation, and maybe at a place that like has access to outdoor space, and we go on hikes and have like really good food. And
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, me too.
I love that for you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, not gonna keep you much longer. I know it's freezing. If there was
That's it?
If there was one thing that you could tell anybody in any phase of their life that would just help them along the way, words that you live by on a daily basis or just anything, what would it be?
This is so simple, but everything is okay. And everything will always be okay. Even when you don't feel like it is, it is. And the more you can be with the moments and let them be what they are, the more you will realize that. And you are never alone in your experience, although it might feel like that. You truly are not. Like, we're in this world. And you don't have to be with people to be with something, you know? So, you are loved. And I love you.
I love you too.
And I love you. Truly, I do. I don't need to know you to love you.
I feel like this should have been like we need like Muppets and like, you know,
it's like a Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
I love Mr.
Like
Rogers.
that type of vibe. Yeah, I love that. Feels really good.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
I think this is going to be like a 10-minute segment.
No. I think we got like a solid 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay, I think that's good.
Yeah.